Hello and welcome to another video. So in the last one I got the crankshaft piston conrod put back in the Tarra, and this one is going to be starting on the trolley, so the metalwork for the trolley. I haven't got the woodwork back yet. I'm getting some fresh wood made, as I got an original box and original woodwork beams, neither matched, so I'm going to refresh the whole lot. I'm this far in, so I might as well do the job properly. But what I'm going to do first is this wheel. It's got a crack across one of these spokes and a slight crack up one side. So I'm going to die grind that off and just stick weld it rather than getting the TIG out. Wheels do stick weld quite well with nickel rods, so I'll just quickly do that, then tie it up and give it another quick coat of red oxide. I did the wheels, axles and water tank and the flywheels also in a quick coat of red oxide, as I had them sandblasted and I didn't want them to rust while I was basically getting ready to do this and one thing and another and having a bit of a sort out. So yeah, that's the plan. You'll still see the workshop's a bomb site. I wanted to get this sort of mucky job done first and then have a right good tidy up and clean up before start the next part. So let's get cracked on. So what I'm using here is the air die grinder with a rounded head bit in to V out the groove, V out the cracks to create a groove to give a better weld penetration for when I weld them up. Right, that's that job out the way. This one's the better one. So I noticed it just started cracking here, but the worst one was cracked straight through there completely, and on that lug in several places. So which one is it? See, that one's gone there, and there, and that one's gone completely through there and again on that corner. So a bit of work to do on them. So I'll get the welder fired up. I'm going to use 2.5mm nickel rods, probably around the 50-60 amp mark. Even though it's quite thick, I usually find if you knock about 25% of the amps off you're going to use with nickel straight onto cold, it'll just weld cold, and you've got to weld it in little pieces, so it'll save a lot of faff with a blowtorch warming it all up. And so I'll just do a little bit, you see. So I'll just do there to halfway, and then I'll come to this side there to halfway, then I'll do half to that half, that half to that half, and then flip it over. So you do it in little bits, it's got time to cool, and then little hammer, knock it straight away, helps peen it. Also just two drop chips the flux off of the slag, and then it also peens it as well. So yeah, it's a nice easy way, quick way, just welding cast cold. Wheels weld really well cold, to be fair, because they're fairly thick. So I'll tackle these three as well. Two, sorry. That one I'll take a bit more doing because that's cracked right through, but it's just the same process. Do a little bit, stop, peen it, stop, peen it, stop, peen it. It's easy. Right, I'll get the welder fired up and I'll come back to this. So here's my welder settings. So it's 0.8, it's an arc, and it's on 60 amp. Earth clamp through there, torch, and these are the rods I use. So 2.5mm. 50% nickel. You can buy them off Amazon. So that's what I'm going to use. Slot you back in the holder. Just position so you can see. Just another few more amps. Wheel. Bloody thing. Give over.
There's everyone else.
Right, I don't proclaim to be the best welder ever, but that's glued. So it's just a case of rinse and repeat now. So that's that one. It's just a case of doing another two. So I'll crack on. So same as the others, it's just a case of weld it, peen it, weld it, peen it, weld it and peen it. Just take the pressure out the welding for the cast until the wheel's all repaired up and all the cracks are filled. Make it nice and strong again. Right, so they've cooled down, got completely cold. There's no more cracks. This is the worst one, because that'll split all the way through that web, where the others have just been this little crack in the corner. See, welding absolutely fantastic, but it'll hold. So next job now is to get them back in there, get the die grinder out and die grind all these welds up, and then needle gun them to make them look all neat and tidy. So I'll show you this one and then I'll just crack on with the other three. So I'll get the die grinder back out again and start knocking off the tops of the welds, but I noticed on this one that I wasn't overly happy with where it cracked all the way through the lobe, so I decided to give it another weld and then flip it over while it cools down and die grind the other side, and then I go back and tighten that side up again and then just run over it with a needle gun, and this gives it a texture where it blends in with the cast and makes fresh welding look like cast iron, so it blends it in nicely. It's a little tip I got taught and it works a treat. So you can see, not perfect, but it is glued together. I'm hoping it does ring. Which is a sign there's no cracks in it, so that's good. Right, 2 more to go. I don't know if I'll do them tonight, but I'll just crack on with them because it's a bit of a slow job. Right, that's the wheels done. Come out quite nice. So next job now is to get some red oxide, well, cover them bits, but also on the rest of it. And then there's axle down there, so it's a bomb site. Tank and flowers under that cover. Just drop the cylinder head back on, I'll get that. Well, I want to get that polished up, that polished up, that face polished back up. I've got the greases back on, out at weigh, get that polished back up. Then air inlet can go back on, that one's polishing back up, that flat bit. Then yeah, thingy-me-bob, diaphragm can go back on there, governor, and then it's ready for flowers. Putting them back on there, going to be black because originally they was black, that was green, so that's the plan. Black flower wheels, green engine. So right, I'll have a sort out, I think, and then have a crack on.